Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Sue here, and I wanted to show my face. I'm used to doing Facebook Lives, although I haven't in a little while, but yeah, I'm like, you know what? I need to be sharing, more of me, I think, on YouTube. So, just a super quick intro to today's video. I'm still working in the book of Psalms, still working in my traveler's notebook, and today's video you are going to see this page being worked on. I'm outside, as you can tell. Lawnmowers, weed whackers going on everywhere. But anyway, so let's begin. Okay, thanks everybody. I'll be popping on from time to time. Alrighty, bye-bye. Oh, watch the video. It's coming now. No bye. Stay. Please watch. Okay. Oh my goodness, how silly was that? That was fun. The pages you are looking at right here, that was from last Saturday. So these pages you have seen already. Now this next 2-page spread you have not seen. There's not a video of them. It's Psalm 34 verse 4. It reads, "I prayed to the Lord and he answered me. Those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their faces." Verse 6, "I cried out to the Lord in my suffering, and he heard me. For the angel of the Lord guards all who fear him, and he rescues them." So that is those 2 pages. Now these 2 pages, this is Psalm 34, verses 8 through 10. Verse 8 reads, "Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who trust him. Let the Lord's people show him reverence, for those who honor him will have what they need." Verse 10, "Even strong young lions sometimes go hungry, but those who trust in the Lord will never lack any good thing." So I'm going back now in the Traveler's Notebook to show you the shimmer on the pages. So this one I decided to do all the pages with some sort of a shimmery background, whether it was metallics or whatever. So I was just kind of showing you that every page really does have some sort of shine going on. So this particular page, we're continuing in Psalm 34, and this is verse 11. "Come, my children, and listen to me, and I will teach you to fear the Lord. Do any of you want to live a good life that is long and good?" Verses 13 and 14, "Then watch your tongue, keep your lips from telling lies. Turn away from evil and do good. Work hard at living in peace with others." Very strong verses for sure. And what I decided to do here was a black and white and gray 2-page spread. So I have the white, which is Distress Paint and Picket Fence, and I also have the cheapest acrylic paint I could find in black. And what I was trying to do here is get an ombre effect where at the top of the page it would be lighter in color, and then as I would go down the page it would get darker and darker. So I started with the white, and while it's wet I'm adding just a tiny bit of black, and on the left side there wasn't enough white, so I needed to add some more white. And of course, white and black is going to make gray. So it really turned out quite good, I have to say. And I say that like in a surprising way. I'm not patting myself on the back, trust me. I'm like, because there were doubts as I was going through this. I'm like, oh, is this going to do what I want it to do? But you can see I'm adding paint over and over again to really give it that effect. And what I realized was, the more I touch it, the darker it got. So I just had to very carefully just do quick little lines and be done with it. And it is, even though it does have the ombre, look, it definitely also has a very wispy type look as well. And on the bottom, I'm taking, more of the black. And, I definitely want on the very, very, very bottom for it to be black. But I continue adding white on there so that I'm sure that it's going to go from the gray into the black. And that it just kind of naturally looks good, right? So as you go down the page, it gets darker and darker. And I really this took a little bit. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. So, and just so that the shimmer on this particular background is the distressed paint in picket fence. I mean, you wouldn't think so, but when after it dried and everything, it has a little bit of a shimmer. So what I was originally going to do was then go over the whole thing with a little bit of my white Gansite Tambi Pearl watercolor, but I decided not to because it was fine. I thought it was great. The very, very, very bottom, where it has just the black, that little piece of black on the bottom does not have any shimmer because it's that really cheap acrylic paint. But it really, I was very happy with this. So even the 3x4 Project Life cards are black and white. And you're going to see all those flowers, black, white, and gray. And those flowers are from the Auburn Lane collection that I did purchase from By the Well for God on Etsy, and her link is below in the description, probably at the bottom of the description box. And even though I know I want to do all black, white, and gray, that little owl I had to use. His body and his eyes are not white. They are definitely a cream color. But I've had him for many years. And I thought he looked so cute. He just was so darling that I'm like, you know what? He's going on this page. So, and it came out great. It doesn't even look like he doesn't belong there or anything. He really fits in quite well with the rest of the colors. And I'm using my glue stick and just going and getting everything down. And then I use my paper towel to push it down. And if there's any of the glue stick that wants to come out of the sides, I make sure I pick that up as well. So, and you see I keep drinking coffee. That is because I was doing this at 5:45 a.m. I could not sleep. And I got up and I did this. I never get up at 5:45 a.m. I barely ever get up before 7 a.m. So it's amazing that this page even looks half decent. But I did pull out, like I said before, all my little bits and pieces. And this right here does have a little bit of a really heavy, like a dark aqua around like framing this. It says, Lord, I will follow thee. And I'm like, I'm going with it. I like it. It's dark enough that it didn't interfere with my theme of black, gray, and white. So these are the Vellum flowers. I have vellum as well as regular paper flowers from the Auburn Lane collection. And I had to tell you, this is one of my favorite collections of flowers. They're just so pretty. And you get such a nice assortment. I can't say enough about them. And I would assume that Lori at By the Well for God still has some if you want to check her out. And that word loved, I don't know where it came from. Some kit. I don't think it's Illustrated Faith. I don't think so. I don't know what it is, but I've had it for a while, so it was good to get that on here. And here I'm thinking about, oh, do I cut that big piece to try to get it on there? And I'm like, no, you know what, I'm just going to save that big cluster of flowers for another page. So now that I just have everything placed down, I'm going to go ahead and get the glue stick on there, and I ripped a little leaf off of this little this little thing of leaves, and then I could not make it look good. I tried and I'm turning the flower, and I finally gave up, and I decided not to put the long leaf over there, but I did put that little piece that came off over to the right on that little flower. I did go ahead and put this single flower here, and I decided, perfect. Let me get that little stem with those leaves on it, and I'm going to put it over there. The last thing I want to do is not use something and put it back in my stash. So if I can use it, I'm going to use it. And I thought it looked really pretty with those leaves going over the owl's body. I just thought it really worked out quite well. And then I have a little paper flower that I put at the bottom there. And we're going to get the word loved on there. And so what I did was, you'll notice that like the ED is not pushed down onto the page yet. And that's because I knew I wanted to get the flower down underneath the word loved. So I left it up until I was able to get the flower on here. And now I'm going to push everything down. And I'm liking that. So far, so good. And I'm going to do the same thing down here in the lower left of the Project Life card. And I'm still using the same Project Life collection for all of Psalm 34. Don't ask me what it is. I have no idea what it is, because I did a swap with somebody back in, I don't know, 2000, whatever, 15, 13, something. And so I'm not sure what the collection is, but I am using it for all of this particular psalm. And again, you can see I'm putting the flower and the leaves over the Project Life card. And let's see, what do I have now? Oh, okay, so this is a bigger paper flower. Same collection. So some of the flowers are vellum and some are paper. And now you see me using a stamp. It's a background stamp. It just has different little shapes of dots. And I'm using my black archival ink. And I just want to get an interesting background on there. And I do like the way that it looks, especially with the dots of the owl. I just thought it looked super cute. And now this is, what is this? This is... It's not Illustrated Faith. It is Documented Faith. And so I have those word and phrase stickers. And I have this, it says serve him, and it's a little bit too long. So I go ahead and cut it in half, and I get it onto the owl. And I like that, so I'm happy with that. And maybe that's part of the reason why the owl, I think, fits in, is because I really incorporated him, you know, into my design. So it's not like he's like just kind of stuck there. Yeah, definitely not. So I'm trying to figure out where to put this. It says, do not be afraid. And I'm just thinking, what's the best place? And I decided to do it horizontally, right next to the owl, because there was some space there. You know, when there's space, it's good to fill it up. If you can. You don't have to, but if you can. And now I have some of these butterflies. They're actually from a Heidi Swap collection. I just actually got those from Tuesday morning. just a few weeks ago. So it was good to get those on there. And it was also good to go through my stash and pull out black and white stuff. That was actually fun to do. And now this is, I think these are Illustrated Faith. I think that they are. I'm pretty sure. So this little word right here says follow. And the other one on the other side on the left says trust. And now I have some washi. I don't know who made this particular washi, but it says I am grateful, I am loved, and something else. Don't know what. I'd have to open up the washi. But anyway, it was a little bit difficult to find places to get this down. And you're going to see, I put them down. But watch. After I get it down, I'm looking at it. And you know what? It was taking away from the flowers. It was too much solid black. I didn't like it. So I took off all the washi except for the bottom. On the right it says I am loved with a little heart. And I just kept that on there, and here I am drinking my coffee again. Oh my gosh, it was really wonderful coffee though. I was totally enjoying the coffee. So now here are a couple new products that I got over the weekend, and I end up using this tube. It is PBO Relief Outliner. Now I don't know what the relief is all about. Like what is, I don't get what that means, but I used it as an outliner and it worked very well. I just couldn't push down, I couldn't have the tip on the page, otherwise it kind of made like a little dent in the paint. So, but that would be with any kind of outliner that you use. So I was happy with it. As far as I know, it only comes in black and a transparent. So if it came in all colors, I would probably buy them. I don't know. But at Michael's, I only saw the two. So I got the black one because I wanted to try it. And now I have my white Uniball gel pen. And I'm just going around. Oh, no, this is the black one. No, this is the white one. And I'm just going around certain things here and there. I did not do a lot of outlining on this spread. I didn't. Not much at all. But just a little bit here and there. It just gives it a little extra pop. A little extra interest, So now I'm looking to see what I can write. Because I like to write words or parts of the verses on the page. So over here I'm writing come my children ... and then I'm going to write over here, you're going to see me, I'm going to write live a good life. So what I do is I'll read the verses again, and what pops out at me, here, come my children. Really, he's like, oh my gosh, he's calling us, he loves us. And then live a good life. Yeah, I'm about that. And then over on the right, I wrote turn away. So the scripture talks about turn away from evil and do good. So here I am. I'm just showing you the 2 pages, nice and slow. So I will have some photos at the end too. I would love to have you as a subscriber if you like this video. And go ahead and hit that like button. And I so appreciate you all so very, very, very much. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and I will be glad to answer. And please go ahead and comment. I do enjoy reading everyone's comments, and I enjoy commenting back. So thank you again, and have a blessed day.